Alright, what's going on, guys? So, today, I was thinking, everyone loves a California special bumper. Who doesn't love one? Because I certainly do. And I was thinking, I want to buy one, but there's only one problem with that. They're like 800 bucks. So, what I got here, I got some Duplicolor Perfect Match and some other goodies in the house still. But I'm going to be attempting to make my CDC lip resemble more of a California special bumper, and we're gonna see how it turns out. Because right now, it's just this unpainted plastic, which I'm not too big of a fan of. But it's similarly shaped to one in the first place. I think it was designed with that in mind. But what I'm planning on doing is I got some leftover black wrap from when I wrapped my trunk over here. I got some leftover black wrap. We're gonna paint match these sides. We're gonna wrap the middle black, and we're gonna see how it turns out. All right, to get this started, we gotta take off a little chin spoiler I have here. So it's held on mostly by double-sided tape underneath, but there's these two screws on the side here. But for the original people that followed me, they know this is the first mod I ever put on my car. This lip right here. And I like it, but as my car is progressing, I think this is holding me back because it looks kind of cheap with it just being unpainted plastic. I haven't seen underneath this bumper in like a year. When you do this, you don't want to sit in one spot for too long. It'll start making paint peel up and stuff. Bad things will happen. You'll end up like I did, and you'll have a paint chip. When I was doing my rear deck lid, when I wrapped my rear deck lid black, I was taking off the GT logo, I held too much heat in one place and I made my paint chip a little bit, but it's not that noticeable, so it's fine. Oop, there it goes. That worked good. Oh, that worked super good. Oh, it's ugly under here. Now we gotta clean this thing up and get it ready for paint. Now we just gotta hit this thing with some soapy water to get it prepped. Alright guys, so it's the next day now, and I had to stop yesterday because it rained super bad, but I got some sandpaper here. I got some 400 and some 800 grit. We're gonna sand down these edges here and get them ready for primer. So I'm just gonna start off with some 400 and do some light sanding. So that's scuffed up a little bit. You don't want to do it too much, you just want to get it roughened up. I've gone over this, I've sanded it a couple times with the 400 grit. I'm gonna save the 800 grit until wet sanding. First layer of primer. Just do a light layer. For your first layer, you just want to get a light dusting to get a nice even coat so it has something, so the next layer has something to stick to. All right, it's been about 20 minutes now and this first coat's dry. It's so much smoother after the wet sand. Here's the first coat of color. It's not super glossy yet, but I got some compound and polish. And we're gonna bring the gloss out of it. Well, that paint line came out pretty okay. Look at this.
This one's pretty good.
Alright, so it's been more than 24 hours now, and the clear coat has had plenty of time to completely... It's kind of reflective, but it's also got this haze to it, but it has a nice finish. There isn't really any roughness to it. I got this Mcguire's compound and polish. For those of you who don't know what this is, this compound goes on first, with these applicator pads, and it's going to almost like wet sand down the clear to get it to a nice flat finish, and then this polish will bring out a lot more shine in the paint and make it look a lot more quality. So to get this prepped for polish and compound, we're just gonna wipe this off. We're gonna get some alcohol on a wipe, and we're just gonna wipe down the surface that we're gonna be compounding to get any contaminants off of it that might mess up the clear once we go to compounding it. This is just after 3 compounds. I could probably still do more too. Here's the before and after. Here's the before the compound and polish. And here's after. Alright, we're on the last step. I got this black wrap, this gloss black wrap left over, and it just so happens to be pretty much the exact same size as this centerpiece here, so it isn't this ugly matte finish that's all scratched up. So here's the final product of the lip. It does look a lot better, but it's not enough, to be honest. So that's why I got this GT500 front splitter, and it looks really cool, but there's one problem with it. It's meant to fit on a stock bumper, not one with a lip. So if you line it up with the lip where it would fit on a stock bumper, the lip actually comes out further than the splitter itself, and that's not cool. You don't want a splitter you can't see, so we're gonna have to get a little more custom with this here. I put in these cuts here to get rid of some stress on the plastic so it looked a little better, but now I'm stuck with this big gap. And this might sound a little stupid, but I saw a YouTube video. He welds together some ABS plastic with a soldering iron and a zip tie. It's kind of working. So here's the final product. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It made the front end look a lot more aggressive, especially from this angle here. The one thing I don't like about it is this wrinkle right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm gonna try and figure out some way to maybe cover it up, or I might cut it off here and just have it end short. Besides that, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It made the front end look a lot better. That's gonna pretty much do it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.